Yo, what's good, YouTube? What's good, my good people? We are back with yet another video. You already know what we like to get into on this channel. So just be sure to hit the like button because it does help me get in the algorithm. As long as you do that, it will be much appreciated. Okay. If you do like videos like this, consider subscribing. All right. But we got a bunch of good clips to get into for today. So stay tuned, buckle up, grab your snacks, do whatever you gotta do, and let's get right into this thing.
An ancient astronomical tool. The astrolabe shows the genius of our ancient civilization. The ancients understood the flat plane that we live on. They understood the holographic sky that resides over us. Ancient astronomers navigated the stars with astonishing precision. The ancients had a deep understanding of this holographic system simulation that we live inside of. You are looking at a futuristic marvel from the past. The ancients understood the power that the stars and luminaries have on our emotions and physiology. It seems the further we go back in history, the more technologically advanced we were.
Yep.
Behold the astrolabe, an ancient astronomical tool. The astrolabe shows the genius of our ancient civilization. The ancients understood.
That's cool. This clip is replaying. But that is cool. That goes to show how advanced we had, little like technology we had back then. That's dope. We do not have that today, you know. That's so cool that we be able to see this right now, though.
So you guys know how we've been saying the sun feels different. It hits different. It's a lot brighter and hotter. This guy literally comes home from work and finds his patio on fire from what the sun has done. Y'all check this out. This is crazy.
Literally come home. This plant has made like a magnifying glass thing and burnt the table and has fucking cooked me brand new deck. Absolute
That's crazy.
dog.
Yeah, have y'all seen that before? Man, this is in Australia, of course. You guys can hear the accent. But yeah, man, people have been saying this sun is different. You know, it's brighter, it's hotter. People have been seeing multiple suns in the atmosphere, right? The sun sometimes look like Saturn. Like, what is going on in the world? All we know is the sky, the sun is very different. It's not definitely not the sun I grew up with.
Nope.
The sun I grew up with was yellow. It was a lot more nicer. Okay, this sun right here is bright white, sometimes red, high yellow. It's crazy. It's changing all kinds of colors. But yeah, y'all be careful, man, because look, see, one right here, one right there, and then it's huge ring. So it's like, this sun is different, y'all. It's hitting different. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Like, comment, and share for more videos.
Okay, now if the sun did that, that's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, dang. Okay. Wow. Sun not playing, huh?
An update on this mysterious Jeepers Creepers looking hand that was hiding in this woman's roof and went viral.
Oh my gosh.
After hearing scratches and going to see what was happening, she saw these hands poking out from outside her apartment roof. Upon calling in maintenance to come check it out, this is what they said.
You must remember, these things are as scared for them, for you, as they for you. Okay, so let me know, and then tomorrow I'll come again and look.
The maintenance said it's mostly just a large raccoon and left it open to see if the creature would come out. But many people in the comments section pointed out the size of that hand is almost the size of a human hand at 7 inches. Whereas on average, a raccoon's hand and hind size is around 3 to 3.8 inches. But after they came back, they found a mother raccoon with her babies climbing back to the hole. But what do you think about the size of that creature hand? Do you think it matches the size of this raccoon, or is there another much larger raccoon, or possibly something else? An update on this mysterious Jeepers Creepers looking hand that was hiding in this woman's roof.
I don't know about that, man. That looked like that was something else. A raccoon? More like something else.
Love is the root to all evil. Would you believe me? Let's dig into it.
All right,
See,
man.
most people have the misconception that money is the root to all evil. If you go to the Bible and read Timothy 1, 6 and 10, for the love of to all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through many sorrows. Once again, for the love. Then another Bible verse, Mark 7 and 21, from within, out of a person's heart, the evil thoughts come, sexual immorality, thieves, and murder. Then that had me thinking, the reason why people are doing it is because they love to do it. And I start to realize a pattern that a lot of the evil stuff that people be doing is because they love doing it. For example, people that's hitmen, they love catching bodies because of the high that it give them. People that go steal from people, they do it because they love the high that it give them. Literally any evil thing that you can think of, somebody is doing it for the love of it. They love doing it. I don't know, gang. Maybe I'm thinking too deep. But I'm curious. What y'all think about love being the root to all evil in the comments? Like or follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
He might be on to something. Not gonna lie. He might be on to something, y'all.
Every day I wake up, I'm trying to find a glitch because nothing about life is fair. You run around trying to do an honest day work for an honest day pay, you gonna look up 40 years and get finessed, bro. I'm not going for that. You know how many folks have retirement plans, pensions, things that they planned on, and something went wrong with their health, now that's gone. The company cut down the investment 40%, now you gone, now that's gone. I'm relying on myself, the banker Omari Shabaka, the banker me, however I could support my visions and fund myself. We be always looking for an investor, somebody invest with us. One day, somebody's just gonna see my potential. Invest into yourself, man. Invest into yourself. We be thinking like it's this big far gap on where we could be and where we wanna be. Just because you ain't making 100,000, you ain't a millionaire, don't mean you can't get in the middle lines. You can't get the crumbs. Shit, the crumbs in this society is 20, 30, 40K a month. I don't know about y'all. I don't need to be no millionaire. I don't want no Lambo. I'm not trying to chase none of that. But creating some financial breathing room for yourself, creating room to be able to move around, act when you want to, be able to say, okay, today I want to do this, today I want to do that, to help build for something in the future, bro. That's what's important.
Indeed.
We ain't making no excuses, man. Every day I wake up, I'm trying.
So let's talk about ancient trees. Believe it or not, the trees we see today, they really like bushes. The trees used to be so huge. We had giant trees all around this realm, and they ended up getting cut down by the invaders of this realm. And now we left with the stumps. And people look at the mountains and shit like that, thinking those are mountains, but those are the stumps of our ancient trees. If the states existed back then, animals could travel the whole United States, jumping through the trees. Real shit. Some of us used to live in the trees and all this shit, bro. They showed us this in Avatar. We used to live in the trees. Imagine 10 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. That's how tall some of the tree was. So let's talk about ancient trees.
I agree on that, for real. Like, and then they say the mountains is just mountains and stuff. Like, oh man, the mountains are like tree stumps, for real. Like when you really look at mountains, what do you see? For real, like, what do you see?
So now we back on the topic of fire creatures. I just seen a video of a creature that came out of fire. Watch this. Pay attention to the fire. There's a being that just came out of this fire. And if y'all remember a while back, I did a video of a fire creature coming out of a fire. Now what I need y'all to do is pay attention if y'all did not catch this the first time. Y'all seen that? That look like an arm, leg, and a head. Y'all seen it? And that really makes me think, because it's a lot of stuff that we don't know about the world that we're living in. But hold on now. What was this movie trying to tell us? Elements. Do we have creatures on this earth that operate from fire and water? Or they operate through the elements? I swear every day now, I learn something new. A creature that operate from fire, I never would have guessed it. Now let me know what y'all think about this fire creature or this fire being in the comments. Like and follow for more wisdom and stay tuned.
It was pretty strange, I'm not gonna lie.
Your perspective on life is keeping you unhappy. There's people with cars that wish they had better cars. There's people that ride bikes that wish they had a car. And there's people that's walking that wish they had a bike. And there's people in a wheelchair that wish that they could walk. So it's not about what you have, it's about how much you appreciate it. A lot of y'all have already walked through those doors that you've been praying would open for you, but you so caught up on the next thing, you don't even realize it. And that same door God opened for you, a lot of people think is impossible for them. So the moral of the story is, count your blessings. Most people don't realize the value of certain things until it's gone. People, situations, opportunities, objects, and the only reason it's so hard for you to be happy is because you're not present and you so focused on the next thing. Comment gifted if you need real guidance, bro. I'll get you in my inner circle with other like-minded individuals and we gonna help you grow to your highest potential, gang.
Nah, that was some real stuff he just said. I'm not gonna lie. Some people with cars want better cars. Some people with a bike want a car. That's true though. It is like that. That's why you gotta be grateful for the little things that you have, man. Be grateful for everything that you have, really. And the little things that you have. Be grateful for everything. You know, show gratitude.
This is not a regular street. This is an abandoned highway. This is the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike. This desolate road leads to an abandoned tunnel. It's over 1.5 miles long. It's the creepiest thing you've ever seen. We're about to go there. Years ago, there would have been cars driving down this very road. Now it's just abandoned. We're coming up to the tunnel around this curve. And there she is, the abandoned Pennsylvania Turnpike tunnel. It is absolutely so uninviting. Not even funny. If you listen closely, you can hear the cars on the Pennsylvania Turnpike up above us, on the side of the mountain. They actually bypassed this tunnel because it was too costly to build a second tunnel, and the car traffic just surpassed what this tunnel could do. So they bypassed the road and goes up there somewhere. All right, so we're inside the tunnel. Check this out. The graffiti in here never lets you down. Shit's amazing. We're heading out. We heard some weird shit in here. I don't know what it was. Joey said it sounded like a spray can, but I heard something else. It sounded like something like machinery. Like, it sounded like machinery. I don't know, bro. It's fucking weird. I don't like it. Freak me the fuck out, bro. We're out. Fuck this. You didn't hear it? You didn't hear the noise? Me and Joey both heard it at the same time. It's probably on the GoPro. He's got the GoPro running.
Wait for the GoPro footage at the end of this video.
We're out of here. Bro, I just heard something. I don't know, it sounded like an echo. It wasn't me. It's fucking pouring out here too. Alright, slow down, wait for me. I've been here numerous times, and that was the creepiest I've ever felt there. I didn't like that at all. We were only in there maybe 20 minutes, and the feeling was just straight fucking eerie. Now we got like a mile walk back to the truck.
Listen closely. What do you think that sound was?
I didn't hear no sound. Not gonna lie.
How gratitude changes you and your brain. Tapping into the energy of gratitude every day creates coherence between the heart and the brain. This balances your energy field, helps you connect a higher intuition, calms the nervous system, and physically reduces the stress response in body. Neurocardiology has found the brain receives more signals from the heart, and the heart has its own neural network. Living from your heart is healing for you. The heart chakra is the most significant energy center in the body, as it is the bridge between the lower and higher chakras. The energy of love is the highest vibration you can attain. Even when you feel like you want more out of life, make sure that you're always being thankful and grateful for what you already do have. And putting yourself in this grateful, thankful vibration will then open you up to be more grateful for other things that's coming in, simply off of you just being grateful and being in that vibrational frequency. But keep in mind, don't just start to be thankful just because you know other things can come behind that. That's good, but do it more out of authenticity. Whenever you feel like you're going about your day and your day just needs a bit more oomph to it, just start naming things that you're grateful for and feel it. Acknowledge these things and take credit for these things. And I promise you, you're going to start to feel better and you're going to start to attract better. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Gratitude changes you and your brain. Tap it into
gratitude, man. For real. Then you start to realize, dang, I forgot I even had that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, show gratitude. For real. Really hope. I got to throw this in here. This was crazy. My boy flew to the rim like Michael Jordan. Check this out. UPS driver, man. He said, MJ, that joint. That was crazy. Dang, he cold with it. Cold with it.
I tell you, there's always something in this world. Now the bird flu is spreading out of control. They can't handle it. So since they can't handle it, they keep us distracted by things that don't even mean nothing. This is serious. Remember not too long ago that chickens wasn't even producing eggs no more? What the hell happened to the eggs? Was it connected to this? There are symptoms and signs people should look out for when you are dealing with this bird flu. They said it's getting out of control and they can't handle it. So I started to ask myself, is it really out of control or do they want it to be out of control? If you do more research about this, it shows you that how this thing is actually spreading to all kind of mammals. And last time I checked, we are mammals, so it can really get us. If it's not the bird flu, we gotta deal with the mad cow disease. If it's not the mad cow disease, it's another pandemic that's gonna attack us. This shit is like clockwork. They always keep the population living in fear. Remember they did that major beef recall? And then out of nowhere, all these fast food restaurants were selling burgers for 1 penny? How do you sell a burger for 1 penny? Where do you get all these cows from? Please let me know. I'm curious. You want to know what's worse than this bird flu right now? You do realize when these animals go to these butcher shops, they release a chemical toxin in their bloodstream. And once people eat these animals, they are now catching the toxins and the chemicals that was in their bloodstream. The chemical these animals release in their blood is called fear. Why do you think the whole world is living in fear? Why do you think so many people have junk DNA? No one knows what this DNA means. It's just junk. What if I told you it come from these animals people are eating? I'm not telling people to go vegan. What I am saying is, if you're going to eat these animals, go talk to the animals and let them know why you need to eat them. Our ancestors did it, so why we're not doing it? So once you talk to these animals and let them know that your life is going to give me more life, they don't release toxic chemicals in their bloodstream. We are spiritual beings. Start acting like it.
Somebody want to tell me why they just now talking about banning this bullshit ass snacks that they got here in this country? Lucky Charms, Oreos, Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and I know a lot of you motherfuckers eat them.
It's just, I knew you was gonna say that. I know a lot of y'all eat hot Cheetos.
Flaming hot Cheetos. I remember going to school. Every motherfucking girl was sucking hot Cheeto dust off they motherfucking fingers. And Gatorade. If you play sports, motherfucker, you damn sure was drinking Gatorade. Look what it say. Food dye. Linked to cancer and hyperactivity. Ooh, no wonder why the fuck you was drinking Gatorade and went on that court and started balling the fuck out. Ooh, he got a touchdown. That motherfucker just drank a whole gallon of Gatorade. Oreos. Concerns could cause kidney tumors and damage to nerve cells. A motherfucking Oreo cookie, and I know if you haven't seen all the symbolism just on the cookie itself, dog, that's some bullshit. Lucky Charms, Yellow 6, linked to adrenal.
Yeah, they did say it looked like a Mason star, I think, on the Oreo cookie.
Tumors and rats. If it's putting tumors in motherfucking rats, dog, why in the fuck they ain't say if it's putting tumors in motherfucking humans? Cause I'm sure it is. But look, these are the only motherfuckers talking about getting rid of the shit. So everybody else said, fuck it, we gonna keep selling this motherfucking bullshit. And everybody gonna have to deal with it, dog. That's fucked up. Majority of all the shit we got in this motherfucking country that we eat is banned in other countries, or they ain't got the same ingredients we got in our shit because they over this motherfucker fucking us up, dog. We think that cancer, oh, it just runs in our family. High cholesterol, oh, it just runs in our family. Diabetes, oh, it just runs in our family. No, the fuck it don't.
It's bad eating habits. That's what it is. That's all. Like I said, it's okay to indulge, but don't overindulge, you know? Take some breaks. Fast. Like, you know what? I ain't eating that for a whole week. Do something like that, man, you know? And then reward yourself.
You eating the shit that is causing all these problems to yourself, dog. That's a big fact.
Remember Big Mama house. Got
It's
diabetes.
so crazy. Like, we spend so much money on food, y'all. Think about that. That's great. And then it's not even healthy food.
Got burnt on the arm. I'm not cutting off my leg. All that bullshit. They did cut off a motherfucking leg from the diabetes in the movie. And then she passed away, dog. And right after that, these motherfuckers had the nerve to continue to eat that shit. That's the problem with America. Most of us know all this shit is bad for us, and yet we still eat the shit because it tastes good. Well, you gonna eat yourself right into that motherfucking ground, dog. That's a big fact. All of this shit is fucked up. You don't know what's good for you anymore, cause they don't tell you, and all they wanna do is put the good healthy shit in the stores when they do put it in there and make it expensive as a motherfucker. Why in the fuck am I paying $10 for a salad? Why? Ooh, salad, $10. Or let me go get this double cheeseburger for $2.
Right.
Dog. That's some bullshit, and don't let me get started with this motherfucking beef. Now, I ain't told y'all what I think that shit is, dog. I can't say too motherfucking much, cause you know they gon' clip my shit. But come on, this is some bullshit, dog. Peace.
It cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to, like, this is his job to go against God. Wow. And it cuts his soul. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal. Wow. He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian.
So all of his streams and the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucian.
Well, Lucian worked for people who control the banks in Africa. It cuts Drake's soul. It's like
He might be telling some truth right there, but, you know, I feel like all these people is just all in cahoots with each other.
Knowing what you know today, if there's one piece of information you could take back with you into your past to potentially change your future, what would it be? One of the most common answers I came across was Bitcoin. People wish they would have invested their money in Bitcoin when the price was low. That way they'd be rich today. If it wasn't Bitcoin, people wish they would have invested their money in another type of cryptocurrency or just in the stock market in general. A lot of seniors wish they would have known the Social Security Administration was not going to be able to fully support them. They would have put their money into another retirement plan. Young adults wish they would have known that getting a job in today's time wasn't going to be enough to support their cost of living. They wish they would have kept those lemonade stand earnings instead of spending the money on video games and junk food. They would have taken that money and invested it in Bitcoin. A lot of people wish they would have known that pennies can be worth way more than pennies. Instead of throwing them out, they would have kept them. More people than you expect wish they would have stood up their first date with their current spouse. They wish they never would have went on that first date. They wish they never would have gotten married. A good handful of people said that they actually don't like being parents and they wish they would have used protection. If they knew they would have hated being parents so badly, they never would have had kids. Other parents were saying they wish they would have listened to the quote, "time flies," and actually understood the magnitude of what that means. Another really common answer stems around tragedy. A lot of people wish they would have known that an accident was going to happen just 5 minutes later, and they wish they would have waited those 5 minutes to possibly avoid really tragic events. Many people
That is so crazy. Like, you don't know when an accident might happen too, you know? Imagine if you can just, like, tell when something, like, happens and you know the future. That would be cool, but...
who lost loved ones wish they would have said, "I love you" more. A lot of other people mentioned wishing they would have taken their health seriously. They didn't realize they'd be in the situation they're in now and think that their diet could have helped avoid chronic illness. Another really common piece of information people wish they could take back into their past with them is that quitting isn't as bad as it seems. Whether they were quitting a job they hated, dropping out of school even if their family didn't approve, or quitting substances and smoking, people wish they would have quit sooner. Knowing what you know today, if there's one piece of information you could take back...
Dang. What would y'all take from that, man? I would say time. Because time, you know, you really gotta appreciate the present moment for real, man. Like, you gotta appreciate every moment you get. For real. 'Cause time ain't going backwards. It's only moving, and it's gonna keep moving. It's already April, y'all. It's almost May. Wow. Time do fly.
Witchcraft. Witchcraft.
It is doing witchcraft. I will agree.
Today, April 22nd, is Earth Day, so I'm going to tell you all the deals that restaurants and businesses are doing so you can take advantage of the deals on Earth Day. So first, we're going to go over the things that you can get for completely free. So Bath & Body Works, when you spend $30, is going to give you a free reusable tote bag. So all of you ladies and men that like to have those tote bags that you can just pile up in the closet, Bath & Body Works is going to give you one when you spend $30. And all of my Texas HEB people, they're going to be giving away 265,000 free reusable bags to customers across Texas today. You have to visit the HEB or Central Market, Jovi Smart Shop, and Me Tienda in Texas are eligible to receive a free complimentary Earth Day bag. Just Salad will be giving you a Sesame Street reusable bowl for just $4.99 when they're usually $8.99. Shipley's Donuts, a mega popular donut place, is going to be giving you a free medium coffee when you buy anything at their restaurant. And if you really just want to help the environment, the Human Bean will be giving out one free tree that they're going to be planting when you buy any drink in their store. So guys, if you take advantage of any of these Earth Day deals, please let me know in the comments. Today, April 22nd, is Earth Day. So
I know about all them deals. Wow. And that's crazy. They only give us one day. Why not the whole year? You know? Like that.
She is 72 years young. She can do an 8-minute plank. Did you?
8 minutes. I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one. I know she probably, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one now. 8 minutes? She got to be doing resting. Because I can't even do 8 minutes. An 8-minute plank? How many of y'all can do an 8-minute plank? Let me know.
To look like this at 72. You know, I really didn't give it a whole bunch of thought. It is kind of amazing, huh? I promise you all, I had issues like you would not believe whenever I ate. Eczema, asthma, my skin was ripped. I chalk it up to nourishing the body. The human body is an intelligent machine, and all you have to do is love it. I love me.
So you changed your diet.
Yes.
Fell in love. You've given yourself the gift of being age-defying. What do you want to give others in this?
I want to give you my experience, my journey, if you will. I'm not playing. There's not one government agency that can say anything about anything that I share because I have lived this. I love me. And I don't want to get in the bathtub and got to call the fire department to get me out. And if I get down on the floor, I want to be able to get up. Can I please tie my shoe at 90?
Yeah. That's the goal.
The reason we're so sick is because of what we consume. Mainly.
The truth is hidden in a plain.
I don't think people really understand how serious it is, to really take care of yourself. It's really this is not no game. This is real life, man. You really gotta be taking in and consuming the right stuff, man. For real. Or will hunt you later. May not hunt you now, but dude, it's gonna catch up eventually.
All right, America, if this doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will, because Dr. Phil is now exposing this right in front of your face. China has purchased almost 400,000 acres of land, and not just any land that's primarily around military bases, y'all. You know why? Remember long ago when they talked about selling the United States to China? Yeah, check this out, y'all.
Strategically buying land around that. This is not random. They're in the same county. They're right up against this. How is this happening, Kyle? You're the expert here.
There's one down in Texas that right there on the border near Del Rio.
Right.
Where it's actually a Chinese general. General Sun came in and bought over 100 square miles of land between our most active Air Force training base and our border. And he filed permits to put up windmills. It's an area on a scale of 1 to 10 that might have a wind factor of 3.5. If you and I were putting up a windmill, we put it up where it's an 8 or a 10, where there's some wind.
Right.
They want to put up windmills for two reasons. They want to connect directly to the U.S. grid so that they can upload malware to the grid and they can monitor the grid. And they also want to build these windmills 700 feet tall. Imagine a windmill that's almost as tall as the Washington Monument. And they can put cameras up there that map the horizon, and they can map the horizon with 1 square inch of clarity right next to our largest Air Force military training base. Every Air Force pilot trains at Laughlin Air Force Base. They can map every person, every plane, every hypersonic that glides by. What it has to do is go through a process called CFIUS, the Committee on Foreign Investment in the U.S., which the U.S. Treasury is in charge of. And DOD is a piece of it. State, there are all these different departments that are part of CFIUS, but the U.S. Treasury runs it. Here's the problem. The U.S. Treasury is owned by Wall Street. And Wall Street can't wait to invest another dollar in the land of 1.3 billion people of puppy dogs and rainbows and make some more money in China. So whenever anything really comes down to it, if Treasury's in charge, we're in real trouble. And so all of these deals that you're showing here, many of them have just walked through CFIUS. So that's the problem.
So thus far, this is the land that China has purchased, and they plan purchasing a lot more, you guys. So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but these states better watch out. Y'all see that, right? And Texas in the red. No wonder why there has been a lot of things happening in Texas lately, y'all. It's red. But what do you guys think about this video, y'all? I told y'all, man, 2024 is going to get a lot more interesting, and it has not let up yet. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes only. I am only raising awareness to interesting situations during this interesting times. Let me know what you guys.
Stuff is getting strange. They're doing whatever they can to make sure they keep this planet.
Now you might laugh and say it's cool, but when it's a bunch of celebrities out here taking fucking drugs and committing suicide and killing themselves, it's not fucking cool. It's not fucking cool because you niggas think because it's not on you when the heat is not on you, of course it's cool. If you felt the heat, it would not be fucking cool, my nigga. Now you might.
Why is no one talking about what this doctor just said?
Those of you that are waking up in the middle of the night breathing on your back, or that person on the plane with your mouth hanging open and drooling and your mouth breathing, terrible, terrible, terrible for health reasons and other reasons. All people can sleep much better if they train themselves to be nose breathers while they sleep. One way to really get good at that is to take a little bit of medical tape and to tape your mouth shut before going to sleep. You heard me right? Put some medical tape over your mouth and force yourself to nose breathe during sleep. It also prevents snoring in most cases, really offsets sleep apnea. Your sinuses actually can dilate. They're malleable and they can become wider. You're not going to get giant nostrils. Don't worry about it. Your airways within your skull will dilate and will allow you to breathe more easily through your nose. But your sleep will improve and your daytime feelings of wakefulness and focus will improve. Your cardiovascular health will improve, and on and on and on.
That's Andrew Huberman. He is a neuroscientist from Stanford. And a couple weeks ago, I saw a bunch of people on TikTok talking about mouth tape. So I ordered some. It looks just like this. It's a little sticker. You peel the sticker off, put it over your mouth. Don't worry, it's bendable, it's breathable. I'm using it. My girlfriend's using it. Our 10-year-old daughter's using it. We're all really, really enjoying it. I linked the 30-day supply.
How many can y'all breathe through your nose when you go to sleep, or you have problems doing that? Cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm able to breathe through my nose and go to sleep. I don't even think I snore. I think I'm a silent sleeper, I would say. How about you guys? What would you say you are? Snorer or a silent sleeper?
The police can listen to your phone calls. If the police have obtained the appropriate court warrant, they can listen. Now, how do they do this? Police can use international mobile phone subscriber identity catchers to track your phone and to monitor your calls. But do not think it's only phones that they can listen into. They can also bug your house and your car. I dealt with a client who was charged with terrorism-related offences. During the course of the investigation, it became apparent that the police were relying on bugged information by way of his house and the car that he was travelling in. They were able to provide a transcript of the whole conversation in court. The police...
Wow. Now, if they can do that, what else do they got? Look at this scar, man.
Listen, I came outside. This is my final Saturday night in LA, and look at what is right outside of my door. My Jeep is parked right here, and this is right here. This incredible rainbow over the city. God is speaking. It is finished. It's complete. He is sending us into these new assignments, into new places. He has already gone ahead of us with his majesty and his splendor. Listen, this has been a tough season, but this rainbow is a sign of God's covenant. He is a covenant-keeping God. He's a promise keeper. He is moving us into new dimensions of faith. You hear those peacocks? I'm not sure if you can hear them. He is moving us into new dimensions of faith. Our new assignment is here. My goodness, this beautiful adventure is beginning, and this rainbow is a sign that God's covenant is complete.
I agree. 100%, man. Ashe, you know, like, look at that, man. The veil is getting thinner and thinner. Look at that. I ain't never seen a rainbow like that. That's crazy. Shout out to Unlimited Truth 369 for these clips.
Himalayan pink salt is petrified giant's blood. Himalayan. Because he's laying in the Himalayas. Most toxic filled heavy metal, lead, aluminum, all that garbage is inside the pink Himalayan salt. Actually, it's radioactive. So pink Himalayan salt is a no-no. Throw that out with the baby in the bathwater. And the fake white iodized synthetic table salt. Know that these salts are not pure. The salt that we have sourced, which is organic salt, is from the northern mountains of Mexico. But remember, when you go to mine pink Himalayan salt or salt that's in mountains, you have to use explosives, which adds to the heavy metal toxicity. But with our organic salt, we don't use explosives, we don't use any of that stuff. It's all organic. Trace mineral tested, 3 times more dense in magnesium compared to Celtic salt, 6 times more dense in potassium compared to Celtic salt. Jacob's link dot, but the salt that you're using is going to make a huge difference, and the more dense it is in magnesium, the more effective it's going to be for that health concern or that issue that you currently have, because we know that magnesium heals all of these health issues, and 96+% of all people are magnesium or salt deficient. Number 1 deficiency equals a copper deficiency in the world. Number 2 deficiency equals a magnesium or a real organic sea salt deficiency.
Wow.
No one is buying energy drinks anymore after companies being called out for rat infestations. Recently, people on TikTok have started to find rats in energy drinks, and a lot of people are saying they're never gonna buy any type of canned beverage again after finding out about this. This first started off when this girl on TikTok posted a video of her opening an Alani, and to her surprise, she found a whole rat.
Okay, I'm about to show the rat, bro.
A lot of people thought this might have been fake, and she did this to sue the company, but it turns out it's real because a lot of people in the comments said that this has happened to them before, like this one person who said they found one in a Monster Energy. But Alani and Monster are not the only 2 brands to have rat infestations, because another person on TikTok recently posted a video, this time finding a rat in a Red Bull can. And despite a lot of people saying this can't be real, rats are fairly common in a lot of factories, and they end up slipping up in canned beverages before they're sealed up.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. Look at this.
So far, Alani, Monster Energy, and Red Bull have yet to respond to any allegations. So next time you buy an energy drink, you might want to pour it in a clear cup before you drink it.
Not only that, like, energy drinks is not even healthy for real. You know, you gotta get it the natural way. I'm gonna throw this clip in as a funny clip from Unlimited Truth 369.
Cause you're crap, you're crap.
Bro, that is too funny, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Dang. What's this?
It'll be Marco.
Obama, you got some explaining to do. Obama's daughter's names, Natasha and Malaya. Put it in reverse, it's Alium and I Satan. You take out the A and the L, it says I am. You take out the A and the H, over here it says Satan. All together it spells I am Satan. The leftover letters are Hal, which can mean a state of despair. And Barack Obama was born on the 216th day of the year, 666-216. Bro, what in the Now, I don't think that this is a coincidence. This is actually really interesting. Because could this be code? We all know how these Masons love to speak in code. So could this be one of those things? Or do y'all think that this is just a coincidence? And why the fuck would Obama be Satan? What the hell? People saying Obama Satan. People saying Elon Musk is the Antichrist. People saying all types of shit. But this right here is actually really interesting. I don't think it's a coincidence. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments. Do you think Obama has something to do with being Satan?
Ain't no such thing as a coincidence, man. I feel like all that is just lining up together. They might just, you know, agents. You know, he already came out with that movie. He's the word behind, so well, he didn't come out with it, but he, you know, he helped with it.
In lieu of TikTok being on the verge of being deleted, TikTok have came out with another app that rivals Instagram, you guys. TikTok does not want to go away. Check this out.
Rumors are true. Looks like TikTok is coming out with its own Instagram rival app. And yeah, it's a separate app. Let's go through what you need to know and what it means for you if you're a brand. TikTok clearly sees a huge opportunity with photos. Our new app is called TikTok Notes, and it seems to be an aggregator for your photos. This user on Reddit posted this notification that they got in-app, which it seems like more and more people are getting. Another Reddit user also got this in Australia. Now, it looks like TikTok is trying to use your content to start to populate the content in the app. But luckily, there's a toggle in case you choose not to have your photos in the new app. According to Modern Retail, TikTok also sent a message out to creators saying that carousel posts actually get higher engagement than video posts. Is this true? Not sure. For brands, carousels are clearly working. A lot of brands are even reporting that their carousel posts are a lot higher engaging than their video posts. And this would be really convenient for brands because creating video assets is super time consuming and requires a lot of resources. But there are a lot of outstanding questions like what happens if TikTok gets banned? Not only that, but are people going to want to use a separate app? There are so many apps now, and I think a lot of consumers have app fatigue.
Yeah, man, all these apps are literally just, you know what I'm saying? And then the prices of the phones, you know what I'm saying? And then them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm tired of these apps, man. TikTok is where I'm staying at, man. If TikTok is deleted, oh well, man. Y'all can find me on my YouTube. But let me know what you guys think about this video. This video is strictly for entertainment.
TikTok is probably like the best app right now. TikTok and YouTube is the best apps. All the other stuff crap.
Who created the Matrix and how did we become enslaved in the planet the universe gave us? Area 51 has a lot to do with this. In 1940s, the great aliens came here and made contact with every world leader. Did you know that? The people they contacted is still around to this day. They are the Majestic 12. Energy is contagious. This planet was so toxic and chaotic in the early 1900s, it attracted a more negative life form. That life form was the great aliens. They made it seem like it was their first time coming on this planet, but they've been here for hundreds of years. The Majestic 12 did contracts to sign humans for technology. That's why the number 12 controls everything on this planet. 12 hands on the clock, 12 zodiac signs, etc. And number 12 goes back to the Majestic 12. Before the great aliens came here, we seen things in one direction. But when they came here, they created all kind of division. You ever wonder why black and white people can't get along? Did you know when you put black and white together, you get gray? Not just any gray, but the gray aliens. Do you see their influence? Every time black and white people fight each other, it gives more energy to the great alien because static is also gray. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of things.
It seemed like he reaching, but he might be on to something. I'm not gonna lie.
Area 51, but one of their biggest secrets is division. Everything is dealing with division and classification. Let's divide them and put them in different classes to see how they respond. How about we call them humans? Let them do all kind of humiliation rituals. All you have to do is pay attention to the words. It's all the same thing. We all know the true definition of a race. On your mark, get set and go. So if we know that this is a race, why do we say we are the human race? We are not a race. So what are we racing towards? Where do they want us to go at? All competition on this planet is pointless because the start line is the finish line. There's no difference. So while we running back and forth in circles, we are getting tired and burning our energy. Then we get mad. And then once you get mad, your body let off more energy. And remember, negativity attracts negativity. You have the yin and yang colors. You got white, which is positive, black, which is negative. You put them together, it equals gray. And that's why these gray aliens exist. They are using our light energy and our dark energy.
Right, he kind of got a point. I'm not gonna lie. He like he getting something. You know, it seemed like he reaching, but hey, he gotta like he owns to something. For real. This can be real, but people wouldn't believe it. Still wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I don't think that's real though. be honest with you. Could be real though.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Thankfully,
This is
some
Ohio?
artifacts in ancient cities yet remain, such as these once city walls intentionally preserved as mounds in a golf course in Newark, Ohio.
I'm standing here at the parallel walls that connect the gigantic octagon with a large circle. The circle is 1,054 feet in diameter. The octagon encloses 50 acres, which is large enough to encompass 4 Roman Colosseums. This was built by the ancient Hopewell culture that lived in this region between about 100 BC and AD 400.
The level of precision, it is incredible.
The entire Newark Earthworks encompasses 4.5 square miles, and it was the largest complex of geometric earthworks ever built in the world. It includes 2 circles, a gigantic octagon, a square. Actually, what we call the Hopewell culture, things like it at least, and things related to it, covered much of eastern North America in different parts. As far south as Florida, as far west as Kansas City, as far east as perhaps New York.
They had to be incredibly sophisticated to be able to build these mounds perfectly, in unison to an octagon shape and a circular shape.
It's clear that they rival, by any scale, any other cultural achievement in the world. The Great Pyramids, the Great Wall of China, the Roman Colosseum.
I'm not that surprised by it. There's so many other things that we see when we start learning about and looking into Native culture that I think people on the surface may be surprised because they tend to think of Indian people as anti-intellectual or, non-scientific or somehow, living in the backwoods and not knowledgeable about things like that.
The knowledge embedded in these earthworks and encoded in their structure is anything but primitive. It's remarkable.
It also shows that not just high math, but these sites are lined up primarily with the lunar calendar. They had high math, they understood geometry, and because of the lunar calendar, they also understood the heavens, astronomy.
You thought might be covered up. This is interesting though. Like these structures and stuff, how they be building them. Especially ones from like ancient, like man, they really be going in. What was they using, Cool. I mean, if they used it back then, eventually we'll figure it out. We just, we so tapped into like other things, so all it takes is to really figure it out though. We can make all this work, and we can definitely figure out how they used to do it.
4 equal parts inside of cubes. You'll find those cubes are all made of 6 lines per cube side.
I don't know if it's copyright or not, but let's just look at it. Need to hear what he's saying.
The baseline at Newark, and you run true north, and then measure that angle back to the baseline. What do we find? 51.8 degrees. So, did they have the same math as the ancient Egyptians? Well, I gotta say, yeah, it sure looks like it.
I keep mentioning Novocaine, right? But what is Novocaine? Novocaine is what they give a motherfucker when they suffer, when they finna remove your teeth, or when they finna take you through anything medical, right? They have to give you Novocaine. Most dental work, Novocaine you up. So you suffering, but you don't know it. And we've been suffering, but we don't know it.
That's true. That's so true.
Novocaine on the planet, all in the planet, all in you, suffering every day, working for Fortune 500 company CEOs that don't give two fucks about you. Don't give a fuck if your ass black or poor white or middle class white. They don't give a fuck about your ass neither. Y'all was losing y'all shit in Corona too. See what I'm saying? But see, it's worse for y'all poor whites and middle class whites because y'all aren't human beings, so y'all don't have a soul, y'all only have a spirit. So to continue to come against the original creators of the planet, completely eradicate you out of any further living past this lifetime.